This is gonna be so weird with this music. It's gonna be so ambient. Nope. Need to actually have everything set up though. Went live just showing a black screen, you know, like one does. There we go. Actually show the games. Too focused on the spooky music. Okay. Stream spectators. Oh, you made it first, MT. Very nice. The music is thoroughly spooky. Hi. What was my plan in this game? You've been beaten? What happened? Happy Halloween. Oh, beaten to the first. Gotcha. The music is indeed spooky. Is this a mech? Is this a mech game? Maybe. It'll work, yeah. $300 kids? I'm not going to be handing out candy this year. I've done it in the past, though. I've served my candy duty. I'm going to try and do this very mech-based. We'll see how this goes, though. There won't be any spooky furnace. So enjoy the spooky music. We're playing Fog. Fog is super spooky. The spooky day. The spooky recon attack. My poor copter. AA in the forest? What was that? Ah. Okay. Looks like it's out of range, probably, of my my artillery, but I'll check. Like this. I think when you're playing Sonya, you really don't want to go for chip damage because it's really bad. Because chip damage relies on your luck roll a lot. It's just not something that Sonya has going for her. Ideally, people wouldn't be base skipping at 800. If people are base skipping at 900, I would be shocked. And then once they're base skipping at 1300, that's back to being normal. Yeah, it doesn't have very many contested properties. It's got like this one, this one, kinda. You feel so hollow in your early victories so far. Take a little. Ah, haha! You thought you could sneak up on me? Le fool! I am Sonya. Okay, there's an anti-air here. I can kind of ignore it though. I can either ignore it or I can try and kill it. I think I can just ignore it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. So we go here. Well, I guess I have options. I'm Sonya, so I don't really have options. I just ignore the recon. Oh, never mind. I did have options. I thought my bad luck would make it so this wouldn't be a viable one shot. But that was an injured infantry. Should have checked. Okay, and then we do this. I've been trapped. I will be streaming in 2.5 hours. Happy Halloween! I found a brand new appreciation. Yeah, through the game as soon as you stop using it. It's addictive like that. Things are looking pretty good. Getting the artillery hit here is a big deal. I'm not sure how he's going to free this guy. It'll be tough. And this formation is really annoying. But we'll see. It's Happy Halloween over here. Is there any good content slash videos about how to use the move planner effectively? I've mentioned it. I haven't really tried to do any demonstrations. It's not the greatest thing to demonstrate. You can see it. I think Aegis might have a video about it. And then Voice of Akasha has shown some. This new tank can reach here, but I can block with a tank. It's more of something that you just kind of use for practice, I guess. Like if I hit move planner here, which would disqualify. Let's go to a different game so I don't disqualify my challenge. Oh, I had 3 games end. Inkagark, you're the one that got me to start using the move planner. The first time I used it was in our game on Witch Trials on the very last turn to make the wall at the bottom right. He only has the VODs on Twitch, yeah. If I do the move planner here, okay, and let's say I'm playing as Kroner. So there's lots of ways to use it. In this case, you have vision where you wouldn't normally have vision because the game's over. But you'd usually be like, okay, well, that'll kill there, and then I'll do this attack, and I'll like knock him down to 5, or yeah, probably 5, and he'll knock me down to 8, and I can finish him off with the rocket. Ideally, I do the rocket first, so this would actually be a 10. You know, I'll move to here. Maybe I'll attack this recon. Move my copter over. And you kind of like do your turn. And then I got 12k, so really poor because of all the I guess 12k is perfect for Helicopter infantry. You really wanted to capture this. All right, you like do your turn, okay, and then I can hit end, and I just look at what my opponent's going to do. How is my opponent going to punish this? Yeah, it helps when like what was that turn I was gonna do? Oh, there's some mistakes or whatever. Like maybe I don't want to have this AA in range of this tank or something like that, and then I can adjust. You don't have to memorize the damage values. That's just something that you get used to as time goes on. You can always use the damage calculator to tell you. You can even use the hotkey A to choose the attacker. D to choose the defender. Yep. Usually, the first thing you do when you start using the move planner is you use it for this stuff. You go like, oh, I want to know if my opponent is the Penguins, where are their missiles going to hit as Rachel? It says here that the infantry and the HP missile are both hitting right here. And then the cost missile is hitting right here. So maybe I want to change that around. Maybe I want the infantry missile to hit up here. So I move I move instead of having my infantry go there, I'll have it go there instead, and that way it will hit up there instead. And it's like, now the cost and HP are both hitting here. Maybe I don't want that. Maybe I want them both hitting up here. Well, that didn't change it. Bring him over, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Now I have two missiles heading up here, and just the one cost one down here, and maybe I can move the cost around and stuff. Or maybe it's reversed. Maybe I'm going to be Rachel in this case, and I don't want a missile to hit over here or something, and I have a way of killing like this guy, and then suddenly, aha! Now I've moved my HP missile to hit over here, which is a much better target. And I would have to figure out a way to deal with that guy or something. That's usually how it gets used. But yeah, this game ended. Our double recon opening worked very well. As you can see, this property never got captured. This property never got captured, and nothing on the sides at all got captured from my opponent. Anyway, back to this game. So usually if you've got I would suggest using the move planner if you have it available to you. It lets you have much sharper play because you don't have to spend all your time visualizing what your opponent's going to do. You can just kind of map it out. And like in this case, I'm probably going to make lots of mistakes because I don't have the move planner to rely on to help catch any blunders I make. Well, I did say my entire plan is just to win the comm tower. So I think I'll just stick with that plan. Okay, so we'll take this guy out. Let's capture here. Join here. Body block here. And I need a tank here to block this new tank. Like so. I guess I could block with the medium tank and it won't die in one hit. That will probably one-shot. But it won't one-shot that. And then I'm Andy, so that's not so bad. But the other thing is, if it hits the tank, then I can always artillery medium tank to kill it. I'm probably going to have to normal power. No, that won't even be enough. I would probably have to superpower if I want to get this next turn. So let's see. I have it's General Eagle low range. General Eagle's a 1,000. Almost 1,100. I don't think investing so much in trying to stop this comm tower has been a very successful game plan, but it's been a great experiment. It's a good ghost. I get hit. It's not really going to get me down into super range unless I really invest over here. It's at 99. I've been protecting the pipe scheme. Well, I think definitely do this and force him to interrupt it. I'm a little bit worried about this cap that's coming in, so maybe I need to move the recon out of here. I don't really want my tanks sitting on a road. I was not gonna let him be able to just smack that and then take out my artillery. Okay, so I think we move the fight down here if we can. Get to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be out of range of this tank. But in range of this tank. Of course, I can just hit him here. Bring the artillery up behind. This tank can't get involved. There's still going to be 4 tanks against 4 tanks. I have an artillery. Alright. I think the recon gets used down here. Oh, that gives this tank a... No, it doesn't. Okay. I thought they gave that tank a target, but it does not. So it's okay. Just tank here, artillery here. And just use infantry blockers. And not finish this off. If I'm doing it this way though, I need the block with the medium tank. He does this. He knocks me probably down to 3. I knock him down to 9. You're down to 9. I super up to 8. A little swap-a-rooney. And then that plus artillery strike will definitely do it. And I guess I can bring this tank all the way over here then. Only one guy can hit it. A little risky to bring it so far away. Also guards the property. I guess it's okay if I'm doing, if I'm planning to do a super turn. It's totally fine for my artillery to take a shot. If I is going to take a shot, though, I'd like it to take a shot on the city, right? It's on the plains, it still gets knocked down quite a bit. But on the city, it gets knocked down to 5 or 6. I get probably 5. Let's see here. Now I'm wanting to do this strike. I could do this, but I think it just gives him, like, I could kill this and then put my infantry on here. That might even be the right play. The only thing I'm worried about with that is how exposed it leaves this artillery. I guess I could always go tank here, infantry here, artillery here, and then he could be able to kill my artillery that way. It could be definitely bad if both Neo-Tanks front switch. But I would at least get the comm tower. Let's force him to do stuff over here. I think this is better. And because there's only this guy, I guess we will just be on the plains with the artillery. Yeah. And we could do this. I don't think it's needed, and leaves my tank very exposed. We'll just do this. Block access walking over the mountain. Do a little step back. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe just on the forest though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, then when this tank hits me from here, I can wrap all the way around. I just want to leave that spot open though. I guess it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Interesting, he didn't. I thought he was gonna get a bomber. I think we'll keep up the tanks up here. There's something magical about Advanced Wars, yeah. It's very simple but very complex. I agree. I started playing Advanced Wars by web last September. No. Wait. I can check, right? It's been a little over a year. I believe in you. Should tell me. Last August. So it's been almost a year and 3 months now. 2006 Hogat. Very impressive. I believe in you. It took me 1 month to be the top of fog, so I'm expecting all of you to measure up to be exactly the same. Okay. Harassment has begun. I was playing 7 games at a time. That's what I played when I was climbing. I think that's a pretty good number. I would not recommend 25. Huh. What do I do with this guy? I could try just having a peaceful exchange of center properties here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does that work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, that's a great recon. Okay, then we'll try and have a peaceful exchange of properties there, and then build a recon. Fun. Absolutely terrifying. It was 7. Recons are lurking. Oh my gosh, what was I doing in this game? Dealing with all of these Andy recons. Doesn't matter which one I shoot. I guess so. Music is so Yeah, if I shoot this one in the tank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, no, I should shoot this one. Okay. And I can move you over here. Take that out. We start taking the cap. And we start taking the cap. Oh no, don't. It's perfect music for Sammy Mix. Ah, we can do it because we're Sammy. I have to be a little bit worried about this tank hitting me. Probably should have thought of that a little bit before. But that's okay. I'm on the city, it's not so bad. Because there's no comm tower. That knocks me down to probably 6. And then this doesn't work. Yeah. A little bit concerned about this tech. I like how this is turning out. I don't like that this tank could hit me if I stay here. Maybe I do just attack. It's not a great attack. It's against Andy. I like mech to here, mech to mount. Okay, which makes me want to go here. So this tank can't reach me. I could just shoot his tank, or his infantry. Yeah, let's just do that. And back up. This is where going over here with the mech here would be good. And infantry here, that probably would have been better. But this is fine. You can't reach with the infantry, and only this tank can reach, and you'd have to hit me from road. Just need to make sure he can't. And he can't quite pin me in. Could go over here to threaten this. I don't think it's feasibly capturable. So we'll just back up. Tank makes a lot of sense from here. I think it makes too much sense to not get. There's probably the copter's going to swing over here. The anti-air still covers enough. So next turn I'll have to get an anti-air over here probably. But for now I can just get artillery. Unless I want to save up to get copter anti-air. No artillery over here is definitely hurting him. Don't want to go in the forest. Even though that threatens this city, I don't think it's very feasible. It gives him some first strikes. So just go here. My artillery gives me 2k, which does leave me enough to go copter, AA, infantry. I could get another mech, but I think I'm fine with this. I like having the copter AA turn. Then we just have to back up over here. But not too much. I just need to be able to hit from both these sides. I guess I can do with this guy. Well, I'm not really worried about this tank coming in and hitting me here. Oh, I'd be worried about this guy though. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So we'll go here. He could block me off. If he doesn't take the city, he can go for a tank and then strike, I guess. I think it's fine though. I think you're just already in a great position. Maybe here. Go to there next. Threaten this city. Sure. So my opponent is up in income, but the unit count matters a lot for Sammy. So it's very good for me that I'm up in income or up in unit count, even though I haven't built any copters yet. This is Amber Valley. What beats what beats the copter tank infantry? That is strong. I mean, situationally, you could do like triple artillery. Okay. Oh no, my poor missile. I think this forest needs to not be here. I'd like it to be 1 down, please. That way I can actually get some Sonya value out of my extra vision. Because seeing this forest doesn't do anything for me. Oh, what is the capture path here? You go down here, that's for sure. You definitely go here. You also go down? Bring you to here? Go here, I guess. This does seem like a really tough one to stop. But this... could be better. Okay. And it's a missile platform. And I'm Sonya. There. I can decide if I want to go to the forest and check. I probably will go in the forest to check this city. I guess arguably that's bad because now I can't go for this city. That might be just a little too greedy of a city to go for. That definitely is. And I can go tank recon. If I don't go tank recon, I can go double tank the next turn. So no recons. We're Sonya after all. Our tanks almost see as far as a recon. Yeah, crosstown rival got a fresh coat of paint indeed. Hello. The maps rotate at an inconsistent rate of once per month or once every couple months. Multiple times a year. Missile got a Halloween surprise, yeah. I've already taken this turn. My Reimer, this is my Lash transport copter mech recon opener. It's something. We'll see how it goes. All right, time to switch over to some replays. You know, Reimer, you could send in a replay. We've got some Inkagark replays sent in. We had Starflash. You're back. Oh no, I don't have the spooky music on here. What? Oh, don't worry. I'll get the spooky music back. I know the spooks have been ruined. Back to spooks. Okay. Whew. Oh, well, we have to show this game. It's Inkagark versus Tor's Red. Ah! Just realized that neither of these players have ever beaten me in Fog. Though I'm sure they will in the future. Okay. This was sent in by Inkagark, and he's playing Ola. So, Ola dies. Cheeky humble brag, yeah. I've been playing Inkagark in quite a while, though. Okay. Oh, I know this map. I played this map once. I played it against Popular Modernisms with a Von Bolt mirror with a T-copter opener and mech artillery. Composition. Both players going for this instead of this. I should say, going for this more forward city rather than the back airport. I frown. They're probably doing it because of recon timings and they don't really want to go for a fast copter, which is fine. Haifong is the map name? Okay, Haifong. Ooh, Inkagark is going for a very fast artillery here. Which, against fast tank. I think fast artillery is better on this map, unless your opponent's going recon. It looks like the recon harassment up here against Inkagark would be very hard to deal with just an artillery at this point. But with a tank, it can make it there in a reasonable amount of time. But if there isn't a recon harassment going on, and Tordred's not known for his recon harassment, then I think artillery is probably better. Because of these middle brawls that happen, and how nice these forests are positioned. Was there a base skip? Oh, Inkagark base skipped for a tank. Okay. Well, that's not good unless there's going to be a fight pretty soon. Because you can always just save up for the extra cash to get double tank the next turn, like you would have been able to. So unless this tank gets in a fight before, I guess, this anti-air does, it's not going to be a good trade. It looks like it's not going to be fighting in time. Anti-air was great timing, though, against this copter. Maybe a little bit early, but totally fine. Okay, Tordred's going in. This is not advisable. I mean, because I imagine almost everyone opens up with an artillery on this map, and they probably always stick it in that forest. Whoa. Well, I don't like sending that anti-air in. That seems really weird to me. Because I imagine the anti-air was built to deal with an early copter. And you don't really need... I imagine this is actually capping, right? It is actually capping. You don't really need to invest this anti-air here because you have the artillery. So you could have done this whole thing. I guess this guy wouldn't be at 1. Your anti-air wouldn't be in danger on the shoals. You're so sad when you saw the arty. Well, it would either be an arty or a tank. I guess with a tank it's not as bad. Interesting. Okay. Well, If I'm towards red in this spot, I think I would go after this tank that's much more vulnerable rather than the one that's on the city. I would just put this infantry up one. Helicopter comes down, smacks this much easier to kill tank. I guess you could also try and finish off the anti-air if you really want to. It wouldn't be that bad. Portrait with the long con of building, yeah, the tank reputation. He's swapped it up a lot now. He's even building recons now. Extra damage because it forces the first repair. That is true in the long term. That's gonna like start messing with Inkagark's buys. Like he won't be able to go double tank. But in the fight that's going on right now, it's a lot worse because this is going to heal up to 5. I mean, he might be, yeah. This says wall for the artillery, but I mean, you would love your opponent to charge into you here. Inkagark should definitely have built an AA as soon as this AA went in, yeah. I am in total agreement there. That is classic AA use. The fact that it lives, though, is huge because AAs get so much value out of repairs. So it might have even been better to just kill the AA outright, even though it's overkill. But like, you don't really have to shield for this because, like, if Inkagark went forward, it would almost be game over because you'd be overextending so early. Okay. We're just getting all these cabs. Inkagark is ahead in the economy. Not quite sure why. Maybe just a better capture route up here. Oh, yeah, and he has this city. I see. Inkagark went for a very aggressive capture for this one, though. That makes this a lot more worth it. So this is really dangerous to do, but also it's something I did against popular modernism as well. But I did it to alleviate the pressure on the center, which might be what Inkagark's doing too. It really forces your opponent to commit something to deal with that attack. Okay, well, I think that this map might stall very quickly. It's already starting to stall. Bold arty placement? This is great arty placement. It's like as far forward as it can be. It's in a forest. It's really hard to kill. Okay. Mordred's like, aha! I will try and take the city and even up our economies. And Inkagark will say, no. Oh. Send the recon forward, get some vision, looking for juicier targets than just this infantry. Oh, that's weird to me. I mean, what's weird to me is that this guy's not dying. Like, I figure the point of sending these guys over here is he comes over here to get this strike. He steps up. It's a 2-strike, 33% chance-ish to get this kill. And then something in the middle has to leave to stop you from taking the harbor and comm tower. The forest might be a bit too easy to defend. It's very easy. AA backs up to a different healing spot. And then everything waits? Okay. Mordred is wanting to fight big time here. That was a very gutsy attack. 3 health infantry, not super likely. The recon living is huge. It always is. Okay. Probably wouldn't have sent my copter forward to hit the artillery. It is an eagle copter, so it's going to hit harder. But I don't really want my copter on the front line like that. I'd love it to swap places with like this tank if it could. Wouldn't Eagle want to stall more here? Yeah, I think Eagle benefits more from the stall, but Tortured probably doesn't want to stall. I don't know what. I'm assuming this is to try and make sure that this dies. I don't think that's worth losing the recon for. It does open up another front to hit the tank from. I would rather keep the 1 health recon though. You could use the artillery if you want, instead of just shooting that 1 tank. The vision's a big deal. I do like this a lot though. It's always the side attacks that matter in these big brawls. But I guess it's not a huge deal that you're losing vision because it's such a in-your-face fight right now. You can see how much pressure. Like, Tortured can't continue this fight, even though he might want to, and that's just because you can't just give up properties. So Inkigark definitely came out on top from that. I would be a little bit tentative about following the army up, though. Why not just give up properties? Well, because, like, what are you fighting over here, right? They were fighting over this 1 property. Ooh. Olaf medium tank. I'm actually surprised that Inkigark only has 3 artilleries here. It's such a big brawly map. Some really nice artillery locations. I would have thought more. Well, being up 2k feels so good though. And then how do you even take those cities back? Like, that's so difficult. Although as Eagle, you always can, because you can lightning strike. I would be very worried as Inkigark being this far forward. Like, the army can definitely be farther back, because that is looking like prime Eagle slams into you, lightning strikes, and finishes you off kind of closeness. A rocket? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I can't make it there. So 5 to here. What was that? 1, 2, 3 to get to this city. It's not so bad. Doesn't quite have enough for lightning strike right now, but it's getting pretty close. Oh no. Oh, you do not inch closer to Eagle. What was that? No. Okay. This is... I don't think Torge Red move plannered this out all the way. Okay, definitely. Because I don't think he's move planned this out, so I would want to go for from the road, and I'd want to do it with this guy instead. Can they reach the same? I guess they can reach the same, but we can break this. We can break this one. Oh no. Oh no. See, that's why you always have to move planner out your attack. Oh no. Just needed to hit anti-air from the road. So close yet so far. Yeah. Yeah. And now, pretty big cleanup here. All the anti-airs get taken out. All the copters get taken out. Everything's at 8 health. It's snowing. Can't really lightning strike in retaliation. I guess he's still going to. You can see how much the snow, how much it weakens everything. And he's winning on unit count at least. Not for long, but so far behind in unit value after all that. And no longer really winning in unit count so much. Yeah. That's definitely a resign. Oh, that hurts so much to see. That's what we call the fabled double blunder. Inkagark just walks up, makes the attack really strong, but then Tordra just blunders it back. GG. There was lots of ways to get the lightning strike, yeah. I mean, even just anti-air on the tank from the road would have done it. But yeah, when you're playing as Eagle and against Eagle, it's just move planner central if you want to win. It's just constant. How can they get charge and everything? It could be a headache. Congratulations, Igagark. I am noticing that this map is just a really big brawl in the center. Yeah, sack recon too. That's quite the game, though. Okay. Is this a new one? Looks like this is new. This is Brasmac against Archer. Is Brasmac here? I don't know. This is probably did fractions in school. If you're ever doing power math for power charge, it's 100% of the damage you take goes into in value goes into your charge, and 50% of the damage you deal. That's why attacking the tank from the road would get you the charge, because you would take more damage on the counterattack. And every hit point from an anti-air gives you 800, of course, because they cost 8,000 and they have 10 HP. Like, you can sack a recon. If the recon dies, that's 4,000 charge. Sammy versus Drake comments. Well, Drake is definitely the stronger pick on this map because it's fog. It's not really a matchup I've ever really run into before, though. Yeah, not going for the meta black boat move is weird. I'm guessing that might just be inexperience on the map. We'll see how this recon moves. Both going for the fast recon though. Definitely good. I don't like the recon build here though. The nice thing about delaying is that you did bring a mech along with the infantry. And then another mech. Okay. Yeah, this is a matchup you're not really ever going to see, because in all of the modes, these guys are not in the same tier. I have no idea what their ranks are. APC. In Fog and High Funds, Sammy is tier 4, like bottom tier 4. And then Drake is like tier 3 or tier 2. And then in Standard, Drake is tier 3 and Sammy is tier 2. So you very rarely see this matchup. I would say in Fog, it's very much in Drake's favor. Because Sammy's vehicles already do less damage, and now they're going to doing less, super less damage when they're all damaged. Take the 2 damage from the super. Yeah, Brasmac with some wrong recon movement is true. Sorry, Humida, I don't have any. Sorry, I don't lend out my penguin minions for moving. Sammy's pretty decent for tier 4, weak for 3. In Fog, Sammy struggles in tier 4, except on some maps. Sammy is tier 3 on this map. Recon hit? You talking about this? I mean, this map does center a lot on infantry and mechs in the top, so that's something going for her. Yeah, this would have been a free recon hit to go for. But you can't really know that. It's very possible that the mech just got dropped off here. I'm fine with not going for it. Once infantry start walking further forward, I'd like to see them get taken out. Sammy can take both comm towers, but she can't hold both comm towers. And both Sammy and Drake have the same black boat movement. This worked out very nice for Sammy though. So if I see this kind of situation, oops, you see the infantry walking to this forest. You see a mech down here. I'd be much more willing to go after this guy. If you were really daring, I mean, it's not even that bad, I guess, but you could step off of here to reveal him, and then send both recons in to kill him, and then you'd be threatening to take the comm tower. And in fact, you would just take the comm tower because you have double recon over here, and you can easily screen it. Lots of recons. We got a recon for the middle, a recon for down here, 2 recons up here. It's against Sammy though, so I definitely approve. I'm not sure what's going on with this. I would definitely reveal this guy and hit him. This poor recon, it does not see the tank. Yeah, Archer's later on the double recon, but Archer's recon has done a lot more, and sending the tanks into the middle. Probably means not going for the comm tower. The recon will live. It just won't be so much of a threat for the infantry anymore. Very nice. It would be pretty gutsy to go for this attack. I think it's totally fine to just sit on the comm tower if you want. It would have been pretty cool to, instead of running away with this guy, just stay here and then drop off the infantry here and have this guy walk up. I guess here, and then you just have the recon trapped so it can't get away. I would, yeah, as Sammy, I would love to see more T-copters. Because when you build mechs here and here, you can T-copter them straight into the middle. It's very good. Ooh. I don't know why Sammy attacked here. You can just take the capture because you're Sammy. You love the CT copter from Drake? Yeah, I would like that too. I don't like this base skip. I never like base skips, so nothing new there. Whoa, lander. I'm a little bit worried about the lander there. Lander hype. It's a pretty costly lander. I think it's going to get shut down by all of these artillery, my goodness. So, because these are really long rush distances, this benefits Drake a lot. There's just going to be a ton of units on the map, and once those powers start raining down, the value is going to start building up a lot. However, the Sammy pressure with these infantry over here is really good. Except for triple base skips for B-copters, yeah. Only if it's a rush for the B-copter. Mechs are so exposed. There's only one mech. Yeah, Sammy has one mech, but it's on a missile platform, so it's not that exposed. Sammy should definitely have more than one mech, though. I know one died. Okay. So in this case, you don't attack this infantry. There's two reasons. I guess there's three reasons for it. One is that you're not going to be able to prevent this cap. The second is that you're not going to get a kill. And the third is that you're going to have your units next to a city. You're going to be out of position. I'd much rather you kill this infantry. That way you get a kill, and your units aren't as vulnerable to counterattack. I'm all for that. That's a nice attack. So like in this case, you injure these two. You don't really want to injure... I mean, you do want to injure Sammy infantry, but you'd much rather kill Sammy infantry. Yeah, tanks coming down here is really good. Rocket... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I don't know. The music doesn't like the rocket either. I'm not a huge fan of this being left open, but it's okay because you have a mech there. This is such spooky music. Whoa, going straight for that capture. Okay. So this isn't that... I guess it is. If there was a tank over here, it'd be a lot less scary. Because you can always use your copter and hit from down here. With a 2-hit KO. Rocket to go into the lander? I guess if it is... If Drake had built a lander here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you could do that. Oh, it's to take down the lander. Oh. It will hit the lander quite hard, yeah. You know, when it gets there in 7 turns or whatever. But this does kind of work out very well for Sammy, because Sammy had a very large investment that's going to take quite a while to pay off, and now Drake has had a very large investment that's going to take quite a while to pay off. So they're equalizing. Oh, Humida, I'm going to try out the lander idea. I'm trying it out in my my Lash game, the double T-copter opener into lander opener. I guess the lander won't be an opener, but you know. Okay, I like this. Yep, copter, and then use other stuff to sit on it. I would put the APC on there instead of an infantry. Taking out the recon's nice. Artillery in the forests, covering infantry, covering cities. Okay. So things are starting to look pretty bad for Sammy. While Sammy is up in income, they aren't doing great in unit count. Although getting this tank here is pretty nice. Oh, didn't get the tank. Recon might get it, though. Oof, losing mechs like that hurts a lot. All right. Okay. So Sammy's investing a lot of reinforcements over here. Which if Drake... Okay, Drake isn't investing a ton over here, though. So if Drake was investing over here and this fight continued, Drake would just end up winning. Guess stuff's being sent up here. AA does do more doing the infantry. The recon. Looking really good here in the middle. The artillery's paid off. Recon's paid off. Over here, I think this copter is just not quite in where it would have to be. It's been moving as much as it can. Ooh, the heal. The only thing here is that probably want to fight with this rather than just run away, but that is a pretty big ask when there is an AA right there. Oh, whoa, so I did not notice that Sammy floated 15k. I mean, a battleship I wouldn't recommend it, but lander battleship will definitely win this side. Ooh, I didn't even notice. So, I think this is just not watching the replay, because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, Drake knew that mech was there. Like, placing your AA just next to a mech like that's really bad. And you can still disrupt this comm tower without using the mech, because you can go infantry here, mech moves around, kills the mech, and then infantry hits this guy and brings him down low enough to interrupt. You could even use the AA just as long as it's not up there. I guess you wouldn't actually have vision to follow up with this infantry hit on the mech. Well, that's great news for Sammy. Now it looks like Sammy's doing really well on both sides. And just a tiny bit behind in the middle. It is a battleship. Okay. I don't know why this battleship's being built. Maybe because of what's happening in the middle? Don't know why this infantry stepped down here. Like, it's revealing the forest, but nothing can go in the forest besides the infantry that stepped down. No, don't. You can't joint cap that. Oh, the Typhoon. Well, if you're going to Typhoon, you should definitely kill this infantry with both of these guys. Okay. So this copter was just straight up dead because it was in vision, but it's not technically in vision right now. So it's possible it can get away from this. Okay. Oh. When did Drake get a lander? Well, when you're using landers and stuff for transportations, you don't move it over and then put stuff into it. You put stuff into it on the turn that the lander can then move. So send these guys towards the middle, and then the next wave of production can go in the lander. And you can even build your rocket if you want. You can see that this rocket has not done anything yet, but it's almost in range to hit something. Well, Sammy knows that the copter's there if they're watching the replay, because it moved into vision range, and then the rain hit. So you could try and move this infantry to right here. Oh my gosh. Oh, can't reach because of the rain. Because it's 3 plains tiles. Wow. Drake is actually going to get that comm tower. I've been proven wrong about that join. Okay, Sammy did not go for the kill on the copter. But otherwise, just doing really well up there. The battleship is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instantly spotted. Yeah, the join cap was a genius move. This is going to be the saddest battleship ever. It gets made, it gets hit by Typhoon. It moves, instantly revealed and hit by Battlecopter. Maybe this rocket is going to get into like this forest, kill the battleship. It's just unfortunate. The lander party is here. The rocket is covering something. It's going to fight. might stay back on the city. It's always debatable. You're like, can the Sammy infantry reach me? Maybe, maybe not. Just because the victory march is here. Sammy can get both comm towers, yeah. All the work to get that one just to lose it, potentially. Never mind. Battleship shoots artillery, okay. Looks like that one of those infantry got trapped, probably on this guy. Okay, that is quite a bit of money. But even so, it's going to take a while to overtake Drake in unit value, because where some of this stuff is just going to die because I had to overextend to get these properties. And then Drake can get a power very quickly. Is that a missile? There's been so much investment over here. We have lander, battleship, missile. Feels bad. I like all the repairs that Brasmac is doing with the black boots. Probably want to put something in this forest. Probably just a recon. Yeah. Here we go. You just threaten everything, yeah. Looking good. There we go. There's the second rocket. Oh, did this rocket actually shoot something? There we go. Does 6 damage to an infantry. Yes. Okay. This rocket will probably get... Well, it might not, actually. It might get delivered and then everything retreats. Sammy just needs to join some stuff, and then they can also get a carrier to help guard with the missile. Okay, very nice. Hide the battleship. Sadly, the recon spots it happening. 1, 2, 3. But the missile... Oh, no. The missile had to go to here, so it wasn't in vision. But it doesn't cover these 2 squares. I guess it kind of comes down to where Drake decides to attack from. Or Drake can also just leave the battleship because it's at 3 and it will go down to 1 after the next power. I don't know why they put the lander there. You would think they'd put it over here or here. But the copters would hit in missile range. This is definitely classic Sammy. Down in everything but income. And then you lose the game. Is how it goes. I'm sorry, did they just... It just stole their rocket. This artillery even had another target. Oh, I like this. Just leave the battleship. Like, it's at 3 health. It's going to be at 1. It doesn't matter. And now oh, and there was a cruiser. No. Did not notice the cruiser. There's so much invested. Cruiser plus missile is even more expensive than a battleship. It's got to be heartbreaking when the battlecopters just leave, and now the missile and the cruiser are like, "What do we do? Time to repair the battleship." Yeah. I get it. I get it. I mean, it did fire on... No, it didn't. I don't think the battleship actually got to attack, did it? I think it sailed up and got attacked. It might have shot after that. I think it might have shot a recon or something. Okay, well, I would start getting a little worried about this HQ. But this missile, it can almost shoot a copter. There's the Typhoon. That Typhoon must have done a ton of damage. It's like 40,000. 30,000. It has some very pricey targets to hit. 4 cruisers. Someone buff cruisers, man. Maybe they should be able to go on land for just like a single movement or something. Give them a little bit of range. There has not been a medium tank or a neo tank, no. This is a naval map and rockets. There's 2 rockets. Oh, there's the medium tank. Okay. Still up in income. Oh, battleship has shot another shot. Two of the worst battlecopters in the game fighting right there. I guess a Grit versus Drake would be worse. The missile's ready. It's got its sight on them. The music's anticipating it. We have another medium tank. So much money. Sammy is way up in income, but so much is spent on repairing this battleship that they can't buy anything. Okay, it's possible that this missile will get a target. It depends on what this... Actually, no, there's an AA here, so this copter's going to run away. Oh no, the worst thing ever. Copter on missile. If you didn't know, copters actually destroy missiles. No. HQ is exposed. The cruiser can do nothing but watch as the battlecopter attacks the tank. The rockets are just being rockets. HQ really should probably pick something up to bring over to the HQ. That's okay. Sammy can victory march here. I don't think there's a single property that Sammy can take. Yeah, in the resign. I think that's a pretty fair resign. There's nothing you can do. But some wild built cruiser battleship lander missile? The spookiest Halloween you've ever experienced? That was something else. But let that be a word of warning about building those guys. They're expensive, and they're very vulnerable. The lander isn't completely off. The lander was the best of those buys. Yeah, the rockets didn't really get to do much. They just kind of very slowly drove. Drove forward and didn't really do anything. Okay, next we have Killer Chair. Killer Chair is a VOD watcher. We've seen this map quite a few times now. I'm trying a recon opening on it right now against Adder. The Forgotten Viewer. Okay. Kindle versus Rachel is a very classic matchup. I think that Rachel is definitely stronger than Kindle in this, at least the higher levels. But if you're not very experienced with playing against Kindle, then it can be tough because you'll just blunder into city strikes. But don't worry, Kindle is one of the most played COs in the game. So you will you'll just naturally get more and more experience. But this is also base light, which helps Rachel a lot with the missiles hitting the important spots. Tank first, I like that. Answered with another tank. You don't have to go tank first, of course, but it's the safest thing to do. Now here, Kindle should definitely build a copter, because there's two tanks heading this way, and the copter stops all of that in its tracks. There we go. The Killer Chair does have the perfect amount of money to buy an anti-air and infantry. That's pretty cool. And then I guess you can always, if you want, you can build a tank, or you could build another copter if you really wanted to. Just send this one down here. It would be like anti-copter copter, or stretches AA thin. But I think about anti-air first. You could do it. They're gonna answer with a tank, and then just not build a copter. But if they have if their infantry movements are strongly signaling that they're going to build a copter to shield them, then I would go AA first, sure. You can. It doesn't sound like very spooky music, but it's fine. Okay, AA in response to this copter. Seems fine. Yeah, that's a tough city to take back because this AA doesn't reach. So you have to, or not take back, but deny. You're going to have a infantry strike on a Kindle infantry, which sucks on the city. Ooh, I don't know what's going on here. If you're if you make this attack, I would definitely recommend finishing off the infantry and then stepping on it. While these tanks can't quite reach, this copter can. And it's definitely worth it for Kindle to go over here and kill your tank and then have all these other tanks shielding. Not shielding, but ready to avenge the copter after AA hits it. Yeah, so the only thing different here is you kill that off, and then instead of putting this infantry here, you go on the city. It's Rachel's wild ride. It looks like Kindle might not go for it. Kindle has to do something with the copter. I would recommend killing a tank. Whoa. You can also run away. It does mean this tank dies to copter AA. Oh, AA doesn't go for it. That's okay. I'd recommend going copter AA. I guess it would probably be copter AA infantry to finish off the tank. If you're going to attack one, probably not the one on the forest. Hit the one on the plains. Kindle is going to get this city, which is nice. I'm back. Yeah, the 2K lead does feel nice. And the tank getting away is pretty big. Yeah, definitely go for all the kills you can on the infantry. Ooh, taking out this AA is a big deal. Okay. Yeah, and the AA comes in to finish the AA? No. That's fine. That would lead you to losing your AA. I definitely understand that going for that. Is this the smallest map on standard right now? It might be. It's very small. Looks like this AA is just going to retreat after this. But this is the kind of fight that Rachel really wants. The cities aren't making a huge impact, and everything's starting to get very close together. I like it, attacking with the correct infantry to the furthest back first. Ooh. I'm not sure why this tank didn't... Oh, because it's next to a city. In that case, probably you don't attack with this infantry. You probably use this tank and hit here. Ooh. I'm not sure about this formation down here. Because now the vehicles are very much split down the middle, and this looks very crunchable for Kindle. Yeah, definitely attack with this guy first. I guess it doesn't matter because it's going to have a target here anyway. Oh, no, 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 no. Furthest, you want to hit with your furthest back tank first so it doesn't have its targets cannibalized from it, stolen from it. Because now this guy can't reach the city to get this really good hit. I'm going to assume this is trying to get around Rachel missiles here. Well, a missile's landing here for sure. Probably 2 are if actually probably all 3 are if Rachel moves these units away. I guess maybe Rachel can't actually get to the power without using these guys. And I mean, there's no rush. You can always just wait. The advantage to doing it this turn, and just like having slightly different engagements so you could use your power, is that it's on Kindle's power's turn, so all of the damage you end up doing doesn't give her any charge. Hello. Okay. So something you always have to be very, very cautious about is you check where your missiles are going to land, because these 2 infantry are going to suck up the infantry missile and it's going to hit your stuff. Whoa, lucky lass? Okay. This is definitely, I think, a better map for the missiles than for Lucky Lass. I think I would recommend going for the copter kill. Well, you have a Lucky Lass high roll there. I mean, it worked out. I think the missile probably would have done more. Of course, Lucky Lass works on the counterattack there. 4 health tanks do not normally hit you back for 3. I think there's a lucky counterattack here too. Attacking into the artillery is indeed very questionable. And you don't need lucky. You don't need Lucky Lass to go for luck rolls. Okay. Take out the AA. Build another copter. Classic. Classic strategy. All right, I imagine we're going to see a Kindle power here. Some good targets. But maybe not. Okay. Didn't go for it. That's totally fine. Oh, no. No, no, no. Don't Urban Blight at the end. You've already got full charge. So there's no... If you're going to Urban Blight, there's no reason to wait till the end. Just Urban Blight. Probably kill this. Tank kills one of these tanks. Medium tank can finish this off if it wants to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can't reach over there. Yeah, this kills this. This guy probably kills this. The Urban Blight over here isn't nearly as strong, but there's no reason to Urban Blight at the end. Super might be viable. Maybe. There aren't really that many cities. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's plus 33%. Rachel eats up extra funds from Blight. Yeah, but Rachel also doesn't have injured units from the Blight. So you're going to lose the fight. And it's not like Rachel's really going to be hurting when she has to build more artillery. And if you use your Urban Blight to kill vehicles, then you're going to end up getting much more out of it. Yeah, this one city's been paying itself in its weight in gold. So many artillery. I'm sure Inkagark is proud. It looks like it's starting to stall, which benefits Rachel a lot. I mean, it's slightly in Kindle's favor because Kindle has more money, but Rachel's power likes giant blobs of units. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Okay. Well, the Rachel super is currently hitting right there for the infantry. In fact, I think there's nothing she can do to really change that. Ooh. And Kindle might go in here. Yeah, that's not a wall. Or, I mean, it is a wall, but it's not a secure wall. But luckily, there isn't a medium tank around. Okay, Urban Blight now. That's totally fine. Doing it before you attack is a lot better. Ooh. Sending the AA in is risky. Because Rachel can, and probably will, move some stuff back. Missile. AA kills a copter. Copter kills the other copter, and then also kills off the AA. But it is very important to use the missile planner and find out what units you need to move to not self-damage yourself and all that fun stuff. All right. One's up here. Two are right here. Pow. A lot of damage. Like almost 120,000. Down to 90,000. So about 30,000 in damage right there. And it's all on the front lines. Except for this one shot up here. Not sure what's going on with this. There's a tank right here. Guess this tank wants to go for this? I don't like that. Like you can bring this tank over here, have this tank kill something else over here. What on earth? Kill this! Artillery kills anti-air. Infantry kills tank. Copter kills copter. There's nothing to deal with your copters anymore. Even if tank go and hit this if you want. Guess this is in response to medium tank killing your anti-air. Definitely not worth keeping your 4 health artillery around here to shoot a 1 health. Ooh, no, no, no. Do not build a medium tank. You don't have anti-air left. Now, I imagine there's going to be copter spam out of here. And now this airport is locked down. Yeah, the missile is 2 radius square. So it's if this square is the central square, it goes 1, 2 out, 1, 2 out, 1, 2 out, 1, 2 out, and then these corners as well. You have your nice little target. So it's 5 across. It's like a circle square. It's a square with radius 2. Right, there's the AA. Probably wanted that last turn so the copters weren't harassing you this whole time. I don't know why on earth this medium tank is moving into copter range. A squircle. Okay. I think this just gave up the lock on the airport for no reason. That's okay. Okay, AAs just fly, or not AAs, copters just fly in there and do damage. Yeah. And build another copter, yeah. Okay. Right, Killer Chair is now taking the lead in the economy, and as you can see, this is base light. Base light, very small map, so the armies are always grouped up like this. So the next Rachel Super will probably just end it. Yeah, there's no reason to really push forward now that you've gotten this city. The next target is this harbor. And those kind of pushing forward there. Yeah. The longer this kind of builds up, the better it is for Rachel. Doubly so now that Rachel has the income lead. Airport lock alert. Thank you, thank you. That's good to do. All right, Kindle's going in. I think that's the end of the attack. Might be able to kill. Well, can kill this one copter. Doesn't even go for the copter. Okay, well, I think the retaliation here looks brutal to me. You could even lucky last here if you really wanted to, but the missiles are so strong. I would probably kill the medium tank. Hitting them with copter mech works too. Dude, that copter did so much. You could lucky last. I'm totally fine with not using lucky last because, I mean, look at how the army has to contort. It has to set itself up to be destroyed by the missiles. Urban Blight. And then, yeah. I mean, the missiles just hit right here. Infantry missile hits up here. But then 2 hit here. Yeah. That's why she's so good on these maps. You can't fight her with a big blob of units. And then the resign, yeah. That was very well played. It was very patient from Rachel. I like that there wasn't any panic really about losing the city. It's like, well, eventually I'm going to overtake you in these fights once the powers really start coming online. I'll just take the cities back then. The airport lock was really good. Well played. Rachel is pretty good against Kindle. Yeah. Did I cover the second newest game that you sent me? I can check. I did. At some point. Yeah, the HP repair, it does cost Rachel more money, but having full health units to fight with matters a lot more. Okay, we got a game from Arctic X9. Against Rom Tom the Javier. Arctic X9 already the Penguins. They are the dual strike ladies, yeah. Kindle's a lot easier to play than Rachel because she has such a strong day-to-day. But in the long term, Rachel will just beat up Kindle. So the matchup analysis between Javier and Von Bolt, I think that Von Bolt is in general stronger. And on any map with contested comm towers, Von Bolt is just straight up stronger. I think that, I don't know about the base skip here, but I think that Von Bolt can very easily deny these comm towers. And base skipping for the recon to do so, it's not that bad. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. Because the towers, like the whole game is the towers. I fought a Javier as Sturm on this map, and I did the same thing. It's just lots of recons. Never let him get the towers. You can even bring indirects. I don't think I'd get a T-copter at this point. I think I'd probably get tanks or an artillery. Because you're not trying to win economically against Javier. You're trying to win a specific part of the map. So you're kind of weakening yourself by getting this T-copter. As Javier, I like this opening with T-copter to try and, like, well, if my opponent doesn't super rush it, I might just get my comm tower immediately, and that'd be really good. I don't like the follow-up of the recon, though. I don't think the recon's going to help you get your comm tower. Tanks will help. Artillery will definitely help. I'd like to see an artillery instead of a recon to get the artillery right here. There's another way to play Javier is to make it so your opponent just loses a ton trying to stop you from getting your comm tower. Okay. So this is where not having a tank or something to follow this up might start costing our poor bomb bolt here. Because this is looking like it might possibly actually get captured. Not quite right now. The T-copter went here, it could do it. At this point, though, Von Bolt can still interrupt it. Probably should. I don't think I would go for that attack. Probably hit this mech. I mean, it's not that bad, though. And then you can free this way for your recon to get involved. Although if you don't really have enough follow-up, it's fine to just let him have it. And there isn't really enough follow-up. The copter arguably is. Yeah, lots of base skipping. Which isn't great. But when you need the vehicles to make sure you secure, like, a property that puts you even with your opponent, slightly behind, of course. Because Von Bolt with the comm tower's 20 attack, 10 defense. Javier is 10 attack, 10 defense. But Javier has powers that he can use much more often than Von Bolt. Okay, I don't like all of these units going forward here. It's very likely, in this case, I don't think Von Bolt has quite enough to super punish it, but it's very likely that Von Bolt would have had stuff ready to try and hit your comm tower, and you just be, like, pushing into them. In this case, not so much, because Von Bolt decided to go for a more economic opener rather than just trying to deny the comm tower win that way. Which is fine, but I think it's definitely a better situation for Javier. Although, this city's been denied this whole time, which is really good. Is that a double skip? No, it's just a single skip. He's going to build an infantry. He didn't build an infantry. Okay, well, at this point, Javier is just going to end up losing because he's not building enough stuff, and then these guys are all going to die, and then the comm tower is going to fall. You can't. You do need those infantry. I know it looks like you have a lot of them, but you can never have enough. And they can kind of melt really quickly. And once you're out of infantry, you really feel it. There isn't a better way to do that. Probably this guy attacks over here would be better. Fine. Okay. So Javier's about to feel the lack of infantry. Being 15 units down. So he's kind of even here. He's behind up here, and he's got nothing over here. Ooh, the power. Is this another base skip? That is another base skip. So with the power active, Javier has 30 stats, which are pretty good. But they do only kind of last a turn. And they definitely don't make you invincible. They just make you into combat for a turn. I don't know what's up with that join. That's okay. But when you're attacking him, don't attack his... Like, attack the infantry on the roads. Don't attack the infantry on the cities. I don't know why. Went after that guy, but it's not super profitable to do so. Okay. Now the power's gone. 20 units to 33. And down 6k. That's rough. I guess Javier's plan right now is to just try and take Von Bolt's comm tower. Usually, you use the normal power over the super. But if you were like going for an HQ cap, I would probably go for the super. And Javier super is kind of one of those, or powers are kind of one of those that you can delay for a really long time. Yep, and there goes all the infantry up there. You can kind of delay it till when you need it and maybe build up some more charge. Maybe you can get double power in a row. Yeah. There's another power. You can see it's not going to super matter now that there's nothing over here. In fact, even the comm tower is undefended. A fighter. I don't think you need. I like fighters. In this situation, I don't know if you need a fighter. I guess it's going to be good in that there's no way that Javier can afford to be building anti-airs. So this economic approach is going to end up working out for Von Bolt. Which is really good. At least I'm assuming that Von Bolt is going to win this, because Javier's situation looks really scary. Oof, that's pretty brutal. But I mean, yesterday I thought ADAP 999 situation looked really scary, and he managed to pull that one through. So maybe I wouldn't just leave these guys in here. I'd boost them out and then have these guys hop in next turn. Guys. Yeah, and then this... It's not even like a really good interrupt because the 2 copters just take you out. It's rough out here for Javier on this map. I guess he can even just ignore you if he wants to. It's like the dream of playing Javier on this map. Yeah, oh, there's mechs in there. Is that you like win your comm tower and then we use. I've never seen it really work out for him, but I'm sure it has happened in the past. Bumbolt's got to be getting close to the capture victory at this point. Probably the next city would have done it. Just busting on in here. No comm towers for Javier. He is going to get the city, though. Sticking it out to the very end. I'm impressed he managed to deny the city this whole time. It was so close to falling for so long. So yeah, usually when you're stealth, he resigns there. I think that's definitely fair. Usually when you're winning in this kind of situation where it's kind of like very one-sided and they're putting up the best defense they can because the HQ is like almost impossible to capture, you just go for the capture victory. Because while they can, while below, like lower on econ, with all the bases back here, they can defend their HQ for a very, very long time. They can't defend the whole map. So, capture victory is usually the way you end those. And pretty much as soon as you switch to trying to go for the capture victory, the game almost ends immediately. All right, this was apparently played while I was streaming. By Alex Arcanus. I think it's the Penguins. Against Ex-Commander in a Sturm Mirror High Funds. Everyone's favorite matchup. So, Recon Spam is just as good against Sturm as everyone else. So I'm expecting to see many, many recons. Although probably first it's many, many transport copters. Ooh, I wouldn't get a battlecopter. And you're going to want to get your infantry out there as fast as you can for the recons. No recons. So, while the recons attacking a Sturm infantry on the city can't deny it, just straight up can't deny it, they can always sit on the cities that the infantry are going towards, and they can hit infantry that are on the way to cities. And they can, of course, just do one hit on the infantry on a city to slow it down a turn. But the recons are huge. Getting the comm tower is also a big deal. If you can get both comm towers, you're going to have a nice lead. Okay. Still no recons. The recons they're really good, I'm telling you. They are like impossible to manage against in the early game. Do I think I have the most interesting matchups? I'm a big fan of Andy versus Drake. Javier is definitely banned on this map. Any map with 2 comm towers, he's banned. Or two comm towers per player. I'm not a big fan of any of the tier 2 matchups. I think there's a lot of really good tier 3 matchups, at least for Fog. And in tier 1, I like Sasha versus Von Bolt. So this is looking very good for Alex Arcanus. Control of both comm towers. Very defensive. With these positionings with the tanks covering the infantry covering the tanks. And a solid amount of economy while also having both comm towers is a very, very big deal. Kind of taking the free hits where they show themselves. I like Sturm mechs. They do need some nice terrain to really get them to pop, though. Like Sturm mech on the mountain is really hard to deal with. So weird to me that neither player has gotten a recon. You can get medium tanks. They're pretty good. I would say you want to jump straight to Neo tank. Of course, the indirects are strong. Interesting. So, X-Commander is pressuring both comm towers at the same time. And it looks like Alex Arcanus cannot hold this one. What I'm seeing right now. But we'll probably be able to hold this one. You got cheesed here? Was it taking these cities next to the comm towers? Ah. This is a nice setup that X-Commander had. Trapping in this AA so the mech can hit it. Of course, there's AA follow-up. Ooh. Double rocket. Now, Sturm rockets are really good. And you can definitely afford them in high funds. Normally, you're a little bit scared about doing it in the Sturm mirror because there's so many Sturm recons that can ruin your day. But in this game in particular, there's no Sturm recons. So I expect the rockets to be very, very strong. Hey, straight to Neo tanks. I like it. I like it. Feel free to get Sturm bombers. So close to being able to cover the comm tower right away. So yeah, it looks like this comm tower is going to fall. Maybe? I don't think... Well, maybe. I don't know if Copter Tank Infantry clears a tank on the plains. A Sturm tank on the plains. Probably a roll. In this deadly, deadly pillow fight. I think I'd go for it for sure, though. He is. That's not happening. Yeah. It's a deadly, deadly pillow fight. Oh, is my voice going in and out? I'm sorry. I was probably moving away from the mic. Trying to make it spooky. Halloween. Double rocket. Hey, there's the bomber. Very nice. You could smother someone with that. Exactly. Have a good meal, Fluffy. Okay. Sadly losing the monopoly on the comm towers, but that's how it goes. I'm surprised. The ex-commander's kind of backing out there a bit. I guess the artillery are quite the threat, but there was Neotank rocket follow-up, so probably safe to stay and fight. Go7. Very wise to tickle these guys, so they can't threaten to capture the comm tower super quickly. Okay. Now the thing to keep in mind, and the plan that I'd be coming up with if I was in Alex Arcanus's shoes, is that when I have my power, it's going to hit here. So I can muster up a force to take this comm tower pretty easily. As long as I force my opponent to keep committing over here. Because as soon as the missile hits, they can all be cleared out. Ooh, Sturm Fighter. Sturm Fighters, they're pretty decent against copters, of course, but they're also very, very strong blockers. Okay. Looks like it's starting to maybe stall out in giant diagonal rows across the map. Ooh. Breaking through and hitting this rocket's pretty big. There isn't even really that much of a punish for that Neotank. Your strike lands here. Yeah. That hurts. Ooh. Very valiant infantry right there. Holding the line. Is that the only one he could have hit? No, he could have hit this one. I'm not sure why he went for that one. That's weird. They got in here and hit this, kill the artillery. I think that was the goal, right? Stall wars, wall wars. There is no wall. It has fallen. It was broken through. Yeah. It failed. Abort, abort. Ow. I don't know if you really needed to use the power there. Because now you're using, you have your stat boost against his stat boost, or their stat boost, which isn't nearly as nice. It looks like the bomber's just kind of been in the background, trying not to die to this fighter. Okay. Oh, is this another breakthrough that hit another rocket? That hurts. Just needs to work a little bit more on setting up the walls to protect those indirects. It could be hard to do though. That's more of a. I think this was played live, so there's no real like move planner to double check and all that. So those breakthroughs are going to be pretty common. I like killing off all the infantry because there's nothing over there. Which once there's no infantry over there, you can even kind of stop. Oh, there's a recon. You can stop having to invest so much in defense. I mean, that rocket is not. It doesn't look very stable to me or defended to me, but I think it's okay because if X Commander goes for this rocket kill, I think everything around will die for it. You just draw every stern mirror you get into. You're missing out. You're missing out on all the fun recon shenanigans. So sad for this fighter. It comes over here to chase this bomber, but then the bomber can hit this Neo tank out of its range. Okay. Yeah, Neo tank goes down, go for the city. Take out the anti-air. I think that was maybe a mistake with that tank because now the mech doesn't have a target, but okay. That works, I guess. Okay, wow. All right, the rocket has moved forward. The rocket can get hit by a medium tank, which I imagine it's about to be hit by a medium tank, actually. I don't see very much punish for going for it. I don't know about using the Neo tank there to hit that city, infantry on the city, because there's quite a bit over here to punish. Although now that the AA has been hurt, the fighter isn't nearly as scared. Your opponent always asks for a draw. What's a stern mirror? You don't have the heart to say no to them. In Kagark, are you a Sturm fan? This weird spooky music's got lyrics. Fighter spam time? Maybe. Let's see. Oh, he didn't. X Commander decided not to go for this kill on this. Not kill, but serious injury on the rocket. And nothing covered it. So Neo tank can come in, infantry finishes off, medium tank hits. I have no idea what the lyrics were, but they were something. Oh, this is super stalling, and then It's like fight and then back off and just stare at each other. Pretty classic. Okay. So it looks like Alex is giving up this city to try and take some of these other cities. This is the nice thing you can do with front switches is if they invest a lot in one section of the map and you just leave, you can sometimes just win the game off of the much stronger engagement you get over here before these guys can actually get active again. Meteor Strike, huh? I would prefer to save it until you can actually break a wall or set yourself up for a very nice engagement. By having it just for the stats here, it's not that bad, I guess. That was a very nice Sturm Super. It's rare to get one that good with the Bomber and Neo Tank. And Rocket, I guess. Usually you I mean, it's fine to go for the super. Usually you go for the normal power to help with the charge, because oftentimes for Sturm, the extra damage you get here doesn't really matter because they would already be able to die at just taking the 4. And the stat boost you get is very strong. But I'm not against the super. It has its moments. It certainly did a lot of value there. But then since nothing was actually around to kill them, it kind of just got away with it. Yay! Sturm Recons. Sturm Recons, Sturm Rockets, everyone's favorite. At this point, while Alex is behind in income a tiny bit, he's really far ahead in unit count. And that should start translating into taking cities and winning lopsided fights around the map. All right, and the normal power here. Looks like I probably hit the Mega Tank. We'll see. Doesn't look like he's going for it. Can definitely trap this fighter and hit it with an AA. Okay, diving forward. You can see how strong the Sturm fighter is. It gets hit by an AA and still at 5. Although this is Sturm versus Sturm. Okay. Very, very passive here. I think I probably would have hit the power and jumped on him. But it's fine to just be a little more methodical with the approach. And in this case, I'm not sure why, but X-Commander is actually attacking into this. And those are some nice first strikes, but this is also attacking into indirects and into the production. So I can't imagine this ends very well for him. Is this the super? Ow. Yeah, that's pretty good damage. I don't think I would have used the super because I don't think you actually needed to get any of those kills. Maybe you, or to get all of the kills, I should say. Maybe you did. Preserving charge on Sturm's a huge deal, though. So I would usually not super unless I'm going to get something that I wouldn't actually be able to get with the normal power. The 2 HP bomber is loving it, yeah. They've been loving life. There was one over here. I thought there was one over here too. They might have gotten taken out by the fighter. Okay. Mega tank unopposed. Oh, I guess there's another mega tank on this way. If you ever fight Grit as Sturm, what you do is your opening is, of course, just a bajillion recons, and then you go into mega tanks and win. So it's reasonable to do something similar against Sturm, who's also a heavy indirect user, as we can see from all of these rockets. Okay, so this is where unit count's starting to matter a lot. There's the fights can be ongoing, and there's still some spare stuff to go and actually threaten to take stuff. I would not drop off there, though. I would drop off on the city, so you actually have something that can start taking the comm tower. Yeah. Aw, it's that one fuel. Where's that hit? Right. Ooh. Well, that hit a lot of indirects. I don't think they're gonna die for it though. They'll just run back and heal up. But Sturm mirrors can kind of turn into giant slap fights like this. I think that's mainly because neither player really went heavy on the early game recons. So they both were able to set up their economies very safely. And then they both decided to transition into rocket heavy play, and that tends to stall out a bit. The mechs are actually getting quite a bit done here with the mega tank backup. Okay. The ex-commander's been doing a great job at getting the unit count back. But it has cost him quite a bit in the way, or cost them quite a bit in the way of income. Is it all right if you sent me your costume, like as an image? You can send me a picture of your costume. That's fine. Okay. Well, that's great. All right, so if there was a few more recons over here, all of these rockets would crumble. They probably will still crumble. Because I can only imagine that the Sturm normal power is going to hit here. Well, maybe not. I mean, we do have Mega Tank, Rocket over here, Neo Tank. So it probably hits here. I don't know. It's got two choices. Down here. Ooh, does that set it up to kill the... Oh, that's big. Mega tank down. Very fitting music for it too. Yeah. All packages get sent directly to the South Pole. Okay. Oh, ex-commander or Alex actually managed to get this. I'm surprised by it. I thought there was still a rocket staring at it. But that's huge because there's only one infantry on the entire top side of the map for ex-commander. So that comm tower is probably going to be held for quite a while. And this is definitely not going to hold here. Yeah, both get interrupted. The mega tanks are taking their one shots as Sturm, but they are also almost out of ammo. I think they have one shot in them left each, so probably want an APC to go along with them. The music is so ominous, I know. Their mega tanks are pretty darn good. Because they get to skate through all these forests. And they're already really bulky, and then you make them even more bulky, and they overkill everything, so they don't really care that their attack firepower gets weakened. Yeah, I think at that point, that was a long game. At that point, I think Alex had it. Medium tank killed both comm towers on the map, so triple comm tower, Sturm. But man, that was tough. That was a serious slap fight. Okay, and then I've got a game here from Starflash. On Black Sun Rising, which is a map I have not actually played yet. Against 95, who is someone we have seen a lot on the stream. So I don't know anything about this map other than recons are very, very strong. So here we go. And it's Max versus Olaf, which I imagine on this map is going to favor Max a lot because recons are really strong. And Max can, of course, one-shot recons with his tanks on the roads. You'll wonder if you see the 3 recons. What do you know? And then a recon out of here. Yep. But if I end up playing on the map, I will try and find a non-recon opener. And we'll see what we can do. But they do look very strong on this. And the reason that the recons are so strong is that the reinforcement routes for tanks are very slow, and the infantry have a very fast movement into the center as they step over the river. So there's going to be lots of undefended infantry to go after. Ooh. Went for a mech. Okay. That mech could have been a recon. So this is just single recon. We'll see how it goes. Because has gotten its first hit off. Okay, there's another recon. So it's a slower follow-up recon. Usually with recon openers, you just want a lot of very fast recons. And you don't worry so much about building mechs. That was an amazing call out by Starflash. I guess the reasoning is the recon is going to want to see the base. I don't know why the recon would care about what's being built on that base. I'd care much more about what's being built at the airport. I don't know if we could check though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I couldn't quite check. But that's an amazing call out by Starflash. I don't know if he knew that that was like the recon route that 95 would take. But if he did. Yeah, and you always cancel your cap to finish off that recon. It's very good. You're still going to get your capture, and you deny them a very important unit. In this case, actually, I think Starflash knows. Yeah, Starflash must have just not watched the replay, because he knows that there's a tank here. It went 1, 2, 3 in vision, 4, 5, 6. So that's a very nice square to have vision over. So that recon probably shouldn't have died, but that's okay. It's still got pretty good value. And because it's, of course, a max recon, it hits stuff down to 4 instead of 5, which means they take an additional turn to capture properties. Which is really nice. Yeah, I agree with this. Just very carefully moving forward. Deny this. Probably get a copter. You can go double tank too. That's fine. I think pretty much for copters, you either get one early or you just delay them a really long time. And then when people build their AAs, they're building them into compositions of like mainly just tank recon, and you can kill their AA and then build your own, and then build your first copter. Okay. So this is a nice little composition, this tank recon on the side. There isn't really anything Starflash can do this turn, but once these tanks start showing up, I can see this kind of crumbling. Depends on if 95 ends up going with a copter to help back it up. Very interesting that Starflash did not use the recon on this engagement. Whoa. Super diving on in there. I think I'd prefer to use it up here. I'd be very worried about there being a tank backing this up. But maybe because Starflash saw the tank recon over here, he felt much more safe over here. That's always possible. I don't think I would have gone for this comm tower, though. I think that was a little bit too risky. I like it. We have a nice Connect 7. Base skip for this copter. Sad days for the copter, though, because there is an anti-air already on the field. The mech goes down. Yeah, 7 in a row. It's even better because it was 7 in a row with a 7 health infantry. This is going to work out pretty well for Starflash, because the giant wall did get attacked. And there is a tank backing it up. Very nice. And I agree with the infantry. When you have this many infantry over here, definitely. I agree with the infantry follow-up to take another hit off of the tank. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no. All right. 95 is about to get some vengeance for what happened over here, though. Sweet, sweet vengeance. Oh, what? No. I guess the recon's going in. Okay, that works. Very weird. Guess the recon just wanted to heal up. Was there no way to interrupt that? Oh no, would have had to use the recon. That would have definitely been a better recon target, and then just have a 1 health infantry stand here to get vision of like the copter. Okay, but this copter is much safer. It's a little presumptuous of 95 to put this copter here after just killing Starflash's copter in a very similar situation. But it's going to work out. I like this heal from Starflash. You send the infantry in, cover them with all these tanks, and heal up the tank while it covers them. Everyone's favorite role. 1 health on 1 health. The most dangerous of attacks. Tank, copter. Very strong opener. Or not opener, but build. I would have thought that there'd be a little bit more recons. I guess 95 still has plenty. Starflash is down to just 1. And that is a nice forest for this artillery. This will also be a very nice forest if an artillery can get there. Ooh, Starflash is demolishing the fog ladder right now. That's great. Takes out the recon. It looks like tanks are just going to start doing their tank thing. Yeah. The 95 has a bit too much support, it looks like. You don't really want to try and match Max with tank to tank. I would like to see maybe some like medium tanks coming out of Olaf here. Maybe a few more artillery to try and hold down some of these locations. Because right now, Starflash is getting exactly what Max wants, which is just lots and lots of tank fights on a very open terrain. And getting all the nice pickoffs because of it. That was interesting. couldn't quite get the max blast before the attack. I guess there wasn't another. Well, no, could have killed could have killed this guy. It still worked out. Max Blast doing Max Blast things. Just run and kill everything in one shot. Olaf will super in response, but doesn't have that many great attacks. I guess there's a few good attacks here. Definitely killing the copters is nice. Did this tank back up? No, it's just been here. It just hasn't gotten in on some of these 2-hit KOs. I'm not sure on the tiering for Caustic Finale. But they decided that Kindle's too strong for tier 3, so she got moved up to tier 2. Is there a chance? He's got a chance. Okay, so that did pretty good damage. But most of Starflash's front line still stands. And so it just kind of has to like back up and heal up, and it doesn't even have to back up if it doesn't want to. It could keep attacking, definitely take out the anti-air. And Starflash is still having big threats on these cities. Well, 95 doesn't really have any. And Kikark says that Kindle's really strong. I mean, Max is really strong. There are a lot of infantry fights around properties, though. And you don't have to deal with Max's air, so that's... that helps a lot. Okay. Yeah, so this is just part of fighting Max on a very open map is a lot of these pickoffs happen. Now, while Starflash has definitely overextended here, I think he's done enough damage that it doesn't super matter. He's also just fighting tanks versus tanks, which is the Max's dream. Tanks, tanks, tanks. I would definitely recommend getting some heavier tanks to fight Max with. You can also get a few mechs, although there aren't very safe spots to hide them on this map near the bases. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty strong Max force here. Might be the game-ending attack. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what 95 can do at this point. He's going to get his super. He's still stuck with just on a pure tank composition. And still down 3K. Yeah. The Starflash just backs up here. He's up 10 units. He's up 3K. That's after sucking up the Olaf super. So he just kind of is on Starflash now to figure out how he wants to close out the game. Going for the comm tower is definitely an option. Could bring some battlecopters over to the left, where they'd be completely uncontested, and you could go for the HQ. Because he's really just been fighting over here a whole bunch. And if he did a front switch right now, I think he would just win the game on the spot. Which might be what he's about to do. And 95 can't really push forward. And it's all out of recons at this point. So any attacks that come in are going to be a complete surprise. There we go. Starflash goes for the front switch. 95 has caught on, starting to jump forward. But 95 doesn't really have the same pressure on the HQ here. Okay, so Starflash is going to centralize the army so it can go in either side. I'd like the copters to be closer to the HQ if possible, though, because they're going to be the ones that can actually kill it. Okay. Well, that is some very exposed tanks and Max has power, so I imagine they're all dead. Max force. 1 health tank value. Yeah. Yep, that's max for you. Just another army wipe. The problem is that it's an army wipe, but the copters participated. They didn't go for the HQ pressure. I guess getting the properties over there is good enough. A max force in the snow? After already using all the vehicles? Get a copter? That seems not great, but at this point he's so far ahead, I don't think it matters. Did 95 fight you on this map as Max? That sounded very personal. so overextended. The HQ completely unthreatened. It's surrounded by everything, but nothing's trying to take it. Okay. Starts cleaning up the guys that were capping all these properties. Yeah, Grim vs. Cole is rough. Especially on this map. Oh, there's a Neo tank. Okay. Base skip for the Neo tank. That's fine. You can also just get a bomber. A bomber will kill this really quick. A Neo tank can kill it. Okay, 95 has resigned. Yeah, there was no way to get back into that game. This 3 health copter even blocks him off. It was definitely a slow death. But yeah, I do not envy 95 having to fight on that incredibly open terrain against Max. Okay. We'll do this game from Inkagard because he was just talking about it. And then we've got another one or a couple more. Okay, I probably have time for one more. All right, we've got Olaf versus Kindle. So I think this is definitely an easier matchup for Kindle than against Max, because Kindle can leverage that day-to-day very effectively against Olaf. Against Max, it's going to be a little bit harder, although there are a lot of cities in nice spots. But yeah, you can watch how Inkagark wins this tier 2 match with Kindle on Caustic Finale. There are a lot of spots on this map where you can have infantry fights around cities in particular. So I imagine that Kindle's going to be excelling there. So that'd be these cities, these cities, these cities, these cities over here a bit. Almost all the contested cities can have infantry fighting on them. There are also very strong artillery positions, which Olaf can mirror in this, but against Max, not so much. Okay. Looking fine. Going for the corner city right away. That's a good call. It can be hard to take otherwise. And then a tank up here. Interesting. That's probably in anticipation for the fight that's going to happen up here. But it could switch down here if it wanted to. Okay, so going tank to tank. You can also get artillery with infantry. All right, the tank decides to go down here. Doesn't want to. Ingarrick was just kind of waiting to see when Quinn over here would go for the comm tower and would just match that. Okay. So this tank is being met by a tank on either side. But then that means that this artillery is unchallenged. For now. Ooh. So Ingarrick's going for the play of tank followed up by artillery backup. Deny the city. Which is a classic move. It does give up pressure in this corner here, but that's okay. Because if you win the fight, then you can go take the corner. Oh. Have a good one, Ash. Okay, Quinn just lets that happen. It's understandable to not want to get into an engagement with that artillery there in base range. And here comes the pressure on the corner city. Now this is mixed base, of course. So there can be lots of front switches and lots of feints to force responses out of your opponent. And then leave those responses kind of stranded. This is a nice attack over here. It's forcing... Actually, I guess this tank can get involved. Not as good, but it does force this artillery to make a choice. And I think the choice is probably always just kill an infantry, but it's still a choice. Ooh. It's pretty debatable, I guess, if you want to go for this attack. But with the artillery here, it's definitely the right call. The debate would be whether or not you wanted to keep an infantry at full health. You can't always join them. And yeah, I think you definitely go for that kill every time. I mean, you already have a ton of cities. Ooh. I might go for the interrupt here, though. I understand trying to just preserve the unit count with the infantry. Apparently it's Halloween music. It's spooky. I think part of spooky is supposed to be circuses, apparently. Okay. So yeah, I was going to say, it'd be very dangerous to keep that tank there. It's already kind of dangerous to keep that artillery there. Although it's not super likely that Ingarrick would be able to get his power yet. So, I guess it's fine. Just attacking the fringes wherever there isn't artillery cover. Okay. Does seem like there's been a few free dudes offered, as they say. This is looking a little bit dubious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure if Ingarrick can actually break through there, but if so, well, it's a lot easier now. That was a weird attack. guess that's the only infantry in range of starting to cap that city. I'd prefer to just bring him back here, I think. Or here. Get back here. Because your opponent has to invest a whole unit to attack it, and bringing it closer to your bases. Spooky type beat. Is a lot of pressure on the HQ area. The artillery are very strong here. What? I didn't even realize that Olaf was floating so much cash. Why a battleship? So this is a really weird play because Olaf is threatening Inkagark's area. So, and isn't really under that much of a threat on losing his own HQ. So to invest 28,000 that could be used in trying to finish off this attack in a battleship is really weird. I mean, I guess it will get that capture. And it will protect this capture. Doesn't cover this though. And then everything moves. So yeah. I would have expected maybe like a Neo tank or something to bust in. And then the Urban Blight. I think this Urban Blight was just to do funds damage. Because I think all the attacks on the cities are done. I don't know if there was a better order to that. Probably not. Yeah. So he's not going to have very much money at all. I guess that does also help interrupt captures. It's not the worst. He's down to 10,000 funds. Oh no. And then he stood on the harbor to kill that guy. I guess you have to have your battleship justify its worth, but I'd move it off. A 9 health battleship is still going to be plenty strong. And just move it on to the sea so it can zone some more stuff. It does sound very Phantom of the Opera. Okay. So you started to attack down here, which would be a lot more effective if there was 28,000 in units helping it out. As we can see here, it looks like Olaf is going to lose this city. It's been hard fought over. And as we can all note, this battleship does not have any targets. It also cannot actually secure this capture, because it can just secure, it can just stop something from trying to take it. Okay. Of course, if Inkagark just hits the other side of the map with all of his forces, then this battleship does not do anything. Which looks to be exactly what Inkagark's going to do here. We are going to get an Olaf Super. I'm not very convinced on going in here with this tank. I'm not sure why Inkagark's going in there like that. Tank kills 1 health. Okay. Yeah, I think I'd prefer if these units just went up here. I mean, I guess you're already winning up there. But there's no reason to move into the battleship's range, I don't think. With tanks and everything. So when you're fighting against a battleship, you can of course always just go somewhere else. But in a situation like this where it's got a very limited amount of space, you can also just build artillery and then walk up to it and be like, well, you can shoot one of us. So you just kind of like give it no targets and then you show up with a bunch of indirects and take it out. Olaf Super doing good work, as you would expect. Yeah, that's at least not in battleship range. Some very, very good use out of using Urban Blight and Kindle's passive to kill stuff from cities. And you can see there's a lot of pressure being put on over here. And we can actually see how much of a... Inkagark was down about 20k and ended about 15k up. That's pretty good. And now... Oh, okay. Just fights happening up here. And now the battleship is officially doing nothing, I think. It did get some value there, hitting some tanks. But yeah, now, and there's no heavy vehicles being bought over here, so tanks can just fight them or fight the other tanks, and then the artillery get to start being ready to base lock here if they want. And yeah, I like the tanks being sent up here right now. That's much. I feel like that's a lot better. Puts a lot of pressure on, because if you can take out these 2 bases, it's just game over. You don't even care what's happening over here. And because the battleship can never cover your bases, once these tanks get close enough, you can build a medium tank. Okay. Yeah. Starting to take the city right in front of Olaf's bases, and then it looks like this base is going to get cleared and sat on this turn. There isn't a way to free that, so Olaf is in a lot of trouble. Yeah, definitely resign there. And that's the problem with battleships. So the battleship would have been a lot better if Inkagark had actually already committed to trying to take this HQ. But the battleship also always gives you a false sense of security. So if we like look at this turn, and it looks like Quinn is up by like 9k. But remember, this is 28k of Quinn's value, and it's not fighting. So in the actual fighting forces, he's down like 20k. Which is why, of course, he ends up losing his bases there. So well played, Inkagark. And very well, very good job handling the battleship there. Okay, we got a game here featuring Star Flash against a Nightmare of something. Against Nightmare, we'll just say Nightmare. That works. Oh, I haven't seen this map in a while. Apparently Starflash is the hero, so we will make Starflash the penguin. So this is a double airport map, and these are very strong airports. So I definitely understand going with Eagle. I also noticed very early vehicle engagements on this map. I think this is going to be the last one, but you can send it in, and then I will cover it next time. You hate this map so much. I remember Kindle was a nightmare to fight on it. Like, look at these cities. At any time there's double cities like this. Okay, so no early recons. We're going early tank. Totally fine. Early tank from both players. Going to opposite side. Well, going to the same side, but player-wise going to opposite sides. There's a very strong artillery position right here in this forest that you can go for. Ooh. This is quite the prediction. I don't know. I'm surprised the AA is being built over here. I guess it's just because when there is a copter built, it will probably be from this airport. I imagine they both. I know Kindle did. This is almost like Kindle Dream map. But yeah, like it's tanks on the city. Very hard to deal with that. I could see Eagle, if Eagle survives, which is always the question with Eagle. I could see Eagle getting some great use out of these airports with a lightning strike. Very interesting from Nightmare here that they built the AA in preparation for the copter being built in this equivalent airport, but then also build the copter from here rather than with the more forward airport. It's very, I guess, defensive play is what I should say. Now, Starflash is not building any copters, which is probably the correct choice. There's no comm tower on this map. That's really good for Max. because Max's vehicles already have the 20% firepower, so they don't need a comm tower to clear stuff off cities. Okay, so I think this AA probably could have been built later. There'd be another tank over here earlier, or a recon or earlier copter. Just because this airport took a while to come online. But Max signaled right here with, or Starflash, I should say, with this attack against this tank. Starflash said, "I don't have a copter yet." By not attacking that AA. And then builds a copter. So that gives Nightmare here quite a bit of intel. Definitely want to block that, yeah. Usually the intel that you'd be getting is that over here is going to be really safe from copters for quite a while. But there's actually nothing over here to be threatened by copters, so. Yeah, Nightmare's doing the everyone's favorite play of just wipe out all the infantry on the front and then you win the game. Okay, we have max force. Ooh. The max force that will not be getting the anti-air. Is weird. It's really weird to me. I feel like you should definitely wrap around the completely vision given area. Hit the anti-air. Infantry tank, kill this. Copter, hit copter. I guess you still get copter hits copter. Okay. Well, that hurt, but it wasn't like a game-ending max power. So that's very good for Eagle. Because now Eagle basically survived the very early aggression and is going to be able to use the super very soon. But the unit count is kind of hurting a bit. It still seems fine. Having no comm tower hurts a lot here. I understand this repair. Trying to get a better luck roll here, but I probably would have wanted to repair my tank after it struck. Who doesn't go for the copter on AA? I think you probably do. I mean, this is where the closest copter would be. I guess he would get his power. He's going to get his power anyway. I think you definitely go for this attack usually. Okay. So Max has to be very careful. Okay. There being no recon's a big deal. Because in Fog, Eagle relies on recons a lot to set up the lightning strike. And like, if there was a recon here, being able to spot that there's 2 copters for this AA to chain and everything would be really good. Okay. Oh. Oh, that was almost really bad. Okay, well, lightning strike is definitely happening here. I guess it wouldn't have to, but I think I would lightning strike here. I think this 1 health copter is going to survive. Okay. So you probably just ignore everything on this side and just try and clean up as much as you can on the right. I guess I can't reach. Yeah, you have to go for that then. Complete annihilation of the vehicles except for 1 tank and 2 1 HP copters. A little risky to go over here with your infantry though, because you only have 2 infantry on this side. Okay, so you got hit by... The Starflash got hit by the Eagle Super, and it definitely hurt. Oh, Starflash just resigns. Yeah, I think... Yeah, that's a tough situation. I'm not 100% sure that Starflash was completely dead, but close to it. Building this copter was very vulnerable. But playing around Lightning Strike is really, really difficult. Starflash did only have 1 tank, but he has his super, and he has the infantry over here to contest this. If this copter had been like another tank, or even an AA, I think it would still be very doable. But yeah, when you're down to just the one, losing your pretty much all you built last turn is what really did it. But you can see that Starflash is not really that far behind in unit count, although 2 of them are 1 health copters, and in economy he's going to be even. And there's nothing really to lose over here for for Starflash to lose. And over here, there's only these 2 infantry. The 2 copters do get free reign for a bit. It would be tough. Yeah, I think with this copter dying, it's definitely a fair resign. And a tough... It's definitely tough to fight Eagle with airports this close. Maybe you can pull back a little bit more. But that's a really big ask. I think, actually, sniping the AA earlier would have helped a lot. Because this AA kind of got away with murder. Yeah, and I'm calling the stream there. So good night, everyone. I hope you have a happy Halloween or had a happy Halloween. I'm sure it's over for most people.